Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mochii and today I'm going to be drawing your OCs. To celebrate Halloween in my server, I hosted a raffle a while ago that a few of you participated in. Now we have some OCs to draw, but I'm not just going to be narrating my speed paints, I'm also going to be commenting on the art community and what has been recently happening. This first art belongs to Rio. They requested their OC, which looks like a golden puppy, to be drawn in mummy wrap, wanting an Egyptian-style costume. Now let's get into some commentary. Boyfish is a TikTok animator and artist that has a fairly unique art style when it comes to tweeting and drawing his characters. This creator is a minor, so please don't send any hate and be patient with them. As of recently, people have been hating Boyfish, but for the completely wrong reasons. I do think Boyfish needs constructive criticism as they refuse to put warnings on art that may cause seizures. The following content will contain bright colors, flashing lights, and things that viewers with epilepsy or photosensitivity may not be able to watch. Skip to the timestamp on screen to skip this subject. But moving on, this is a short clip of Boyfish's animation. Very bright, colorful, and flashy, which is a normal part of a lot of people's art styles. One thing people have pointed out is that Boyfish doesn't add trigger warnings, which means that viewers with epilepsy can stumble upon the videos and have seizures, which has actually happened. Boyfish has allegedly blocked or deleted users' comments asking to put such warnings, and I really hope at some point they do because this is very dangerous. But let's move on to the wrong reasons that Boyfish gets hate. This is Boyfish's OC, and it may surprise you to learn that this character is actually a cis male with a traditionally feminine appearance. And I would like my viewers to know that this is a safe space, and anyone of any appearance is welcomed. This also includes hyper-feminine people and drag queens. People tend to forget that people like this actually exist. Drag queens often dress themselves in feminine clothing, cake their faces in makeup, wear wigs, and body modify so they look more feminine in appearance. So if drag queens and hyper-feminine people can exist, why can't fictional hyper-feminine people exist? Hyperfemininity is for anyone and isn't defined to just one type of person, so Boyfish shouldn't be receiving hate for having this type of OC. A lot of the hate they get actually stems from homophobia, transphobia, and fatphobia. I find that if you ask a lot of people what's wrong with having an OC like this, or why they're hating on Boyfish, they often fall back onto faulty thinking because it's weird, or they just straight up say it's NSFW, which, let me remind you, not all feminine males are inherently adult content. If you find a hyper-masculine woman or a hyper-feminine man weird, I suggest finding out where that thinking is coming from, especially if you're chalking up to NSFW themes, which none of Boyfish's art has it. A lot of people also state that Boyfish's content is NSFW bait or is NSFW of some sort and caters to that audience. However, a lot of people don't keep in mind that this creator is a minor, and yes, I do know minors can draw NSFW content, but nothing about Boyfish's art is inherently NSFW, and none of it is fetish art. We have completely lost the meaning of those terms. Boyfish's character is plus size, and their tweening style can display bouncy physics, which may annoy people and isn't for everyone, but nothing about this character is inherently sexual, has inherently sexual undertones, or suggestive posing. I am not going to encourage my viewers to look up fetish art, but please know that this is not fetish art. It has no fetish undertones. You just hate fat people and don't like bouncy physics, which is okay. But instead of hating on Boyfish, you can just block them. There's a lot of art of fat people or plus-size people, and I don't see these artists being targeted for drawing the same body type that Boyfish has. Of course, Boyfish still has a long way to go, and there are valid points to bring up when criticizing Boyfish. They have reposted videos that often depict very racist stereotypes. They have interacted with the pro-shipper community based off of a commenter screenshot. I don't have it on me at the moment. And they refuse to put warnings on their art. He has room for improvement, but no, that doesn't mean you should harass or hate them because they're not doing it. Death threats is not the answer. On top of that, this also brings up the issue of incorporating NSFW topics and normalizing it in conversations that don't include it at all. More and more people are beginning to compare fetish content to any repetitive tweening animations, and it's annoying, overdone, and insensitive. It has ruined the public view of tweening in general. Because people have different types of tweening and animation styles should not mean you compare it to NSFW topics, which are supposed to stay in locked and adult spaces online. And you shouldn't be bringing that outside of that space. This art belongs to a user named Blitz. They requested their OC to be drawn underneath a tree. Their OC has a fairly unique design, which I enjoyed drawing, and I really like their color palette. Moving on, another young artist with a fairly unique art style has appeared on TikTok. Their name is 8ball and recently posted a video asking whether they have improved or not. Now before we get into the subject, I want you to take a close look at the photos. Notice anything? If you didn't, this is engagement bait. Yes, it is engagement bait. Another user has pointed out there isn't an extensive history on the user, little to no proof of tracing back any commissions they did, and there's no improvement on anatomy, meaning they did this all for engagement bait. So no, this probably isn't real, and they're drawing like this so that you can interact. It grabs your attention, and if you're someone who's chronically online and hateful, such as a lot of TikTok users, you're probably going to be a person who comments on this video. The user pointed out this may even be an ARG, which is insane to me, because why would you make an ARG like this when there are so many other good examples? Not to mention the recent Minecraft ARG that has exploded in popularity. It's by a guy named Wifeys, and I really think you should check it out. However, whether this user is making engagement bait or purposefully drawing like this, it should be obvious they shouldn't be receiving death threats or harassment for it. They're just another person who wants attention. You can give it to them or not. If you don't want to, it's very simple to block the user and move on. So far, other than engagement bait and lying about very minuscule things, which I don't know why you would, they haven't done anything problematic yet. This user is probably a very young person, and despite the art style looking, quote, ugly to some people, that shouldn't call for unneeded harassment. I haven't checked up too much on this 8ball person, but from what I can tell, I think that situation kind of died down. This art belonged to a user named Seely. They requested their Apple OC to be drawn in some cute poses. I did end up picking a pose where I could add in a few horror characters, as why not, it's Halloween. Also, buckle up for this report, because not only was I involved in it, but it also resulted in over 4 documents being made, multiple reports, and a lot of hate. Ziwo, who I will be referring to as TT, is an artist and content creator who has been under some controversy lately for staff mistreatment, irresponsibility, and running a huge server and drawing suggestive stuff of young looking people. I have made a video about this on my TikTok, but it did not blow up as much. Again, I'm not looking to report too much because I've talked about this one too many times. I quit recently because not only was the server owner not making any changes that were visible, but I didn't want to risk the chance of someone sending me something that could harm my mental health. This all started when 2 Google documents were spread online. I first heard about it in a ticket when someone sent it to us. The Google documents exposed what TT was doing and what she wasn't doing. But one of the Google documents also included staff members. Most of the staff members are innocent. I have so many more clarifications in my other TikTok video, but it should be said that you shouldn't be sending death threats or harassing staff because they're more active in the community and TT is not. The video I made a while ago kind of clarified the situation, responded to some stuff in both of the Google documents, and also responded to TT's debunking document. That I also mentioned that there's a debunk of that debunk. Because I'm not really part of staff anymore, I don't have a say in a lot of things that happen inside of the server. I can only really come to defend those that I know personally that are still on the staff team when I was with them and they didn't do anything wrong. Of course, I do acknowledge that some staff are bad at their job and harass others. I hope they got the needed punishment or demotion. Staff shouldn't have been involved in the document because it did end up in more harassment of the innocent staff with hate and death threats. If you want to criticize the staff, you should put it in a separate document and call out specific users that have abused their permissions, further calling out TT for poor staff management and staff systems. Innocent staff that were just doing their job can't do anything as TT isn't giving them the necessary permissions to do so. Another thing is TT's past in drawing weird stuff. A lot of people say it's weird that TT's drawings have often depicted people in childlike bodies or look fairly young in suggestive wear, along with aging up a minor and depicting them with a boob window. Make of this what you will. Personally, I think TT should have backed down and taken responsibility for a lot of this art because it does seem kind of weird. As of now, the situation has kind of died down and the server is somewhat on lockdown. A lot of people can't chat and it's only open to certain members. To me, the Google document did not clarify as much as there are multiple debunks on the debunk, so that says something. That's all the content we have for today. We have all the raffle results and they were given to their respective owners. I do have a few things to say about the Discord server and this channel. I've been swamped lately with commissions, so instead of continuing on the small art lessons, I was thinking of making a video on how to advertise your commissions. A lot of people have been complaining about not getting any clients. Another thing is that I've been considering opening up a market in my Discord server so that you guys can advertise your commissions. This is only if we reach a goal because we have a small number of members at the moment. Not only will there be commissions in the future, but the raffles will continue. So if you'd like to join our server, you can do so to share your artwork, commissions, and participate in raffles or future events. Also, happy Halloween! I know this video was a bit late for Halloween, but I was excited to celebrate it yesterday. I went as Coke Guy from my favorite game. I'm wondering what you guys went as, but whatever it was, I'm sure it must have been an epic costume. Recently, I've also been excited as Forsaken announced that they were releasing V and Sixer. I've been playing with them recently, and it's been such a cool experience. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to interact more with my community. Subscribing and liking really helps this channel, and I appreciate any support I get. And I'll see you guys next month.